Keep your questions brief. You're here. Welcome to the Vulgus Munitions Factory. You've made quite the impression at Kingston. So much so, I was tempted to recruit you for Colon. But then again, the enemy isn't exactly a pushover. However, now that we have the guide as a strategic asset, I'm sure the trajectory of this war will change drastically. Shall we get started? Based on the coordinates provided by the guide, the Ironheart excavation site is near the enemy's industrial zone. Unfortunately, the exact location needs to be confirmed in person. The coordinates are based on data from the time of the ancestors, and there's a high probability that the topography today will look a little different. I'll do recon around the industrial zone. While I'm doing that, your mission is to create a diversion to draw the enemy's eyes away from me. Even though I have active camouflage, things will be much easier if you can hold the enemy's attention. I'll tell Jeremy to stay behind and provide operational support. Jeremy seems to be unable to link with the guide, so he won't be much use in finding the excavation site. He'll be better deployed using his arcade teleportation abilities as support for your diversion operation. Let's get moving. We need to restore the guide's system as soon as possible.
What, me? Support? For crying out loud. Get to the point. Guide! That's all everybody talks about these days. Since when did the higher-ups at Albion conduct operations based on the word of a spirit? Not to mention, excluding an excellent descendant like myself from this operation, everything's clearly going very well. Hey, you think it's funny I can't link with the guide? Alright then, let's consider which descendants aren't able to link with the guide right now. Let's see. It's only me and Alpha, yes? Looks to me like the commander of Albion and the strongest descendant are the only ones who are still sane. If I were you, I'd think carefully about why you've been designated as a bait, and I'm going to do things my way. Don't even think about tagging along. Huh. Do you really think you can even attempt to follow me? With my arcade abilities?
You've been ambushed. Or did you let it happen? As a feint, it worked well. But you mustn't let your guard down. Those bulbous cyborgs have had quite a few upgrades recently. You may suddenly encounter powerful units that aren't predicted.
Down! Needs to be recharged!
Oh, we're definitely in Vulgus-occupied territory. There's a threat to them.
Oh.
High-level Vulgus closing in. We confirmed it's a new Kuiper-enhanced variant.
It's built from the same material as the one we're after. Make a note in the operations log, number 17. Thanks to the enemy being drawn your way, infiltration is going smoothly. Good job.
deception transmitter at the Vulgus base is operational. Descendant, you need to protect the transmitter while it is operating. If the diversion works, we can detain a number of enemies here.
In pursuit of the operation.
Multiple Vulgus are closing in on the transmitter. There is a high probability that this is the result of the communications device. Continue to engage them and solve for time as long as possible. High-level Vulgus closing in. Likely lured by our communications suppression. Tactical target achieved. Mission accomplished, Descendant. Mission request from Colon Special Forces Agent number 17. Objective, secure a Vulgus sample. We need a Vulgus sample to study the recent technological improvements to Legion of Immortality units. This mission is also part of the diversion tactics. Sample secured. The Vulgus seem to believe our actions are a simple offensive mission. The feint is working. Receiving info on mark. Position of Vulgus power plant confirmed. Mission request. Destruction of generators as a feint attack.
Destroy the living. Let your technology
I heard Captain Harris let you in on a fun trick. Certain Legion of Immortality units have parts that can act as fuses. We can use those.
Unstable energy flow detected. Probability of fuse parts high. Vulgus carrying fuse parts confirmed. High-level Vulgus closing in. Request combat engagement. All generators disabled. Mission relay terminated.
This is Sharon. I'm transmitting to all Allied forces deployed to this operation. We have an urgent development, requesting backup. Number 17 has received details. All units are to head to the mining outpost.
Do you have something to tell me? Descendant, we have an urgent report on Sharon. Her current position is near the Vulgus munitions factory. Thanks to her diversionary tactics, she was able to reach the target safely, but the Vulgus have appeared. This is the sitrep recorded by Sharon's AC.
Operating arcade tracking matrix. Timer retrofitted active camouflage detected. Probability of zone infiltration high. Ironheart excavation site status. Quarantine at the highest level of security. Terminate the descendant on site. Terminate. Terminate.
This cyborg Vulgus, Edelec, is a commando-level model specializing in defense missions. It's armed with arcade tracking functions. And it seems the Vulgus already know about the Ironheart excavation site. I was told that the Ancestors' data was tightly guarded at Kingston. If the Vulgus have gained access to it, however, then this rigorous level of security makes sense. For the moment, Sharon has requested an attack on the repository's core facility to lure the Vulgus commander. Once the Vulgus have vacated the factory, she intends to try and infiltrate it again. Descendant, you and Jeremy are to launch an attack on the repository.
Are you sure this guide can be trusted? Didn't you guys win at Kingston?
Focus on the mission, Jeremy.
Descendant, I am at a loss for words. The Ancestors' data that the Vulgus obtained in Kingston was formatted in such a way that it could not be fully viewed until all of the data packets were combined. The Vulgus managed to transmit around 90% of the data. Defeating their commander prevented them from transmitting the remaining 10%. But they were able to reconstruct the missing 10% themselves and read all of the data. How was that possible? I need to analyze this. Descendant, you need to continue your search for the Ironheart excavation site. If the Vulgus enter it first, they may destroy the entire site after they find what they want. We must hurry.
How pathetic. A full operation for such a minor target? Guess the Colon Special Forces aren't that special after all. I've sent you a more appropriate mark, so you can show me what you can really do with those highfalutin skills of yours. Get it together, come on!
All storage tanks disabled. Mission relay terminated. Descendant, this place is a Kuiper mine that has been taken over by the Vulgus. The Vulgus' Kuiper mining methods are extremely aggressive and lead to devastating contamination. The ores we seize from them are unusable, so they must be destroyed. That storage box contains the Kuiper collected by the enemy. Opening it will reveal the contaminated Kuiper. Kuiper disassembler operational. Please destroy as much of the Vulgus Kuiper as possible. Tactical aim achieved. Mission accomplished, Descendant. High-value target confirmed. Facility? Vulgus Kuiper Refinery. Descendant, the Kuiper Refinery is a vital resource facility for the Vulgus. However, it is heavily armored. Total destruction is unfeasible. Use the enemy's fuses to disable the generators. That will bring the refinery to a halt. Carrying fuse parts identified. Wait, our surveillance equipment is picking up enemy comm signals.
Arcade tracking matrix operational. Descendant detected in the area of the Kuiper refinery. Guardian unit power. Highly suitable for facility defense combat. Deployment ready.
Damn. Looks like they're just sending one of their underlings. I was hoping the commander would show up. Application confirmed. One generator remaining. Descendant, a high-level Vulgus is heading toward the refinery. It's likely to be Charon.
Quantum Kuiper force field. Immediate elimination of the Descendant. Protect the refinery.
Descendant, this is a dangerous Vulgus. It will be best to eliminate it.
Let's go.
Signal lost. I was hoping Ederling would show up, but oh well. Thank you, Descendant.
This is Sharon. Nice work with the support. I've managed to shake off their tracking. I'm scouting for intel around the factory. I've relayed the coordinates of the temporary outpost, requesting all units to regroup at the designated location. Officially beginning infiltration operation. It'll be fine for a while, all right? I'm alive, thanks to you. And you even found time to attack the Vulgus Kuiper facility. I've really gotta hand it to you. Oh yeah, how did I manage to get the slip on Ederlich? He retreated as soon as the battle at the mining site was over and headed toward a facility. It looked like he'd planned to do so from the beginning. I wondered what he was up to, but he actually did us a favor in the end. I think the Ironheart excavation site is underneath that facility. A pretty hastily built structure? Check. Multiple security devices guarding the entrance? Check. Commander-level Vulgus disappearing inside? You can see how it all adds up, right? I need to assign missions to all operatives to shut down the facility's multiple security devices. It'll require specific procedures, but I've had experience in dismantling many of these types of devices. Let's move. We need to get in there before the Vulgus can do anything to the excavation site.
I have to admit, not even my arcade can penetrate the quantum barrier of these security devices. Those rust buckets have put some thought into this.
Operation status, jammer installation complete. Using the jammer to neutralize the distress signal sent by Ederlich should allow us to bypass one of the Vulgus' security measures. Your task is to protect the jammer while I work.
Hostiles neutralized.
High-level Volgas closing in. Prepare for engagement. Remember, protecting the jammer is your top priority. You can disable their security devices if it's destroyed. Tactical target achieved. Enemy security devices disabled. Mission accomplished.
To bypass the multi-stage security system, you'll need a unique authentication sequence used by the Legion of Immortality. You need to collect samples from the Legion in good condition and put them in the supply box. These will be analyzed in Albion, and they'll send us a sequence we can use for security authentication.
You've done it, Descendant. Mission relay terminated. Sending info on Mark. Objective, neutralize the base's power grid. Deactivating the power is the most basic and surefire way to break through a security system. Now that the attack has begun, tech units that protect the generators will start appearing. These units have the fuse parts we need. Use the parts to burn out the generator circuits. System has been reduced. 2 generators remain. This is the last generator. Keep going, Descendant.
Concentrate defensive forces at our facility. Send high-level firepower units. The Descendants must be stopped. Execute them.
Power has been deactivated. Security system compromised. Tactical target achieved. Terminating mission relay.
This is Sharon. All Vulgus security levels have been successfully deactivated. All units regroup at my position to investigate the Ironheart excavation site.
Regroup? Huh. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'll sit this one out, Sharon.
What did you say?